I think that is a huge help when I go to YouTube and I'm searching for other moms, figuring out different things that they can do to be creative with food and such. So I'll be making that video, so stay tuned for that. Her like I said, the breakfast, she'll eat the sausage and the turkey bacon. She actually will eat all of that. Like, she loves it. Yogurt, she loves just French, like, or not French, I think it's just plain French yogurt, plain French vanilla yogurt from Yoplait. Now, sometimes what I do to give her a little bit more taste in that and to introduce her to new things, because that, I'm noticing if you don't introduce your child to new things, they'll have such a closed off mindset about food, and I don't want that at all. So yes, so I give her almond butter, and I'll melt it on a spoon and then mix it in with the yogurt. So that's something that she really likes too. Other than that, breakfast, she'll eat a little bit of cereal. She will do, like I said, the yogurt. She'll do fruits. She's really big on fruit. So pretty much any fruit that's sweet, she'll eat, which is really good. So strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, grapes. We haven't done kiwi yet, but things like that. So I always give her a mixed assorted berries in her bowl. If she's eating yogurt, then I'll give her the fruit with that, and that'll be her breakfast. Try to stay away from the breads so much, because she is she does get a little bit constipated as like she goes throughout her day if she's not eating or drinking enough water. So we give water early in the morning for her, and she tends to drink the whole sippy cup of water to start her day off, which is great. And like I said, I'll be going over this in that video, but just kind of giving you a rundown of what she's kind of doing right now. Breakfast is easy. Lunch after her nap. Lunch after her nap is pretty decent. It's pretty much involving something with chicken or something with pasta, spaghetti, something like that, like something that she can digest pretty well. The meats, like I said, she's very, so it's really chicken. She'll eat a little bit of shrimp sometime, or salmon, which is very, very rare unless I cook it into something. So dinner, getting into dinner. Dinner is the hardest part, and I think it's because she's drinking still a good amount of milk, because when she goes to sleep at night, that's a whole nother story. She still is needing that bottle to go to sleep, and then she needs like 1 or 2 bottles in the middle of the night. So we definitely are getting that worked out this week to try to kind of get her off, and she is sleeping in her own crib. So give or take, you know, it might be 1 bottle in the like late midnight, like 4 a.m., 3:30 a.m. So the doctor said she wants to have around 24 ounces of milk a day. She is, like the doctor said, 24 ounces of milk is pretty decent a day, but you don't want to overgive them too much milk and not enough food. So that's the issue right now. I think she's drinking her milk throughout the day. She goes to sleep very late. So we are not like typical families and putting our child to sleep at 7:30, 8 o'clock. It's just not gonna happen. My husband gets off work pretty late from working from home, and it's one of those things where we did ask the doctor, and the doctor said as long as she's getting 10 hours of sleep, you know, it's fine, because you know a lot of people's families go through where, you know, he's the other significant other or your husband or your wife is not getting home until late, and they want to spend time with the child, and that is exactly what has happened. So she goes to sleep right now around like 10 p.m., 10:30, give or take, but she doesn't wake up until 11 a.m. So I know you guys might have something to say about that. It's not so late, but she's getting her sleep, and it doesn't affect her, and it actually allows our day to kind of get started on, you know, where we're not feeling so drained by the middle of the day. So when we get up, it pretty much is the middle of the day. Also, I'm pregnant, so like I was saying earlier, I am a huge sleeper when I'm pregnant, and I love to get my beauty rest. And I just feel that if I can sleep, if she's sleeping, why not sleep? We do breakfast at 11. She then is up for a few hours, then she's ready for a nap at 1:30 or 2 p.m. When she gets up, we then do lunch, And after that, she's up for the rest of the evening, and then dinner is served, and then she is going to sleep the rest of the night. So she sleeps pretty much all the way through the night, give or take. We do have a baby monitor, so I'm able to kind of see how she's tossing or turning or things that are holding her up. And the teething, I think, is definitely getting to her. I think that that is something that she is, you know, she's doing a good job, but I think a lot of her molars, she has 2 molars in on this side already, and I think the other 2 are starting to come in or they're about to break, so that's why she is kind of fussy. She'll like wake up in the middle of the night and just be kind of like spastic, and then she'll go back to sleep for a second. So I have given her Tylenol most nights, not most nights, but I have given her Tylenol the nights that I feel that it's pretty painful for her or she's super fussy throughout the day. That's pretty much her night routine, and it works pretty good for us. Like I said, during that, the milk is where it does come into play. I kind of go over that like I was going over. I get sidetracked really easy, so I'm sorry. It's a good schedule for her right now, so I'm not going to change it, but it works. So that's pretty much the gist of the 18-month-old the 18-month-old story, what we have going on with her. That I covered, let's see, I covered her food, I covered her milk, I've covered her sleep, I've covered her teeth, I've covered pretty much everything that she's doing right now. She does love to sing. She knows different body parts, so she's very smart. I know everybody's child is so smart at this stage, but she is really smart. And it's so amazing to see as they learn. This is probably one of the best stages we've been through with her so far yet, because it's just so like advanced. Like she's learning to respond. She's learning to respond. She's learning to talk back and understand what we're saying in our context versus hers. And I love that. I think it's so amazing. But she knows how to point to her toes, her stomach, her nose, ears, eye, head, butt. Stop. And as you can see, the hitting is the issue right now. Hitting is the big thing because she just will hit you and we just read up in a lot of the what to expect books, and a few people have sent us helpful tips to really deal with the tantrums. Most of those are going to be things like don't hit her back, like playing around or joking so she thinks that it's a joke. Playing around with her to let her know that, you know, it's a joke, or you're playing with her too, because sometimes it is hard to, you know, not act like you're playing with her. Acting pretty calm too when she is acting out of pocket. The temper tantrums have been pretty tough. I'm not gonna hold anybody up here. Me, my husband, we've been going through the works. The grandparents, everybody have kind of seen Riley's wild and angry side, and it is a shocker, honestly. I'm not around that many babies to actually see these temper tantrums like play themselves out, but it's a lot of screaming, crying, and trying to get her way. So the more that we can just, you know, stay consistent and make sure that we are not, you know, giving in to what she's wanting, that is when she's going to understand that you're not going to get your way, so you can continue to cry or you can stop. So hopefully, as we push through, that will continue to get better. But I'll keep you guys posted. And Riley still does not have her ears pierced. Pray for me. Pray for us. So I know, like, it was one of those things that we've just kind of put off, and due to COVID and everything like that, we kind of didn't want to, you know, make her go during all of that. But now that it is time and we can do it, now her teething has started. So the teething is like, and she only has 8 teeth, so it's not like she's almost done. So I don't want to do